Okay, hope everybody's doing well. Just want to record a video about a few things that are going on around here. I guess Dollar Tree is now clearing out their Easter candy, at least here, 2 for $1, so that's pretty good. Got a couple of interesting things here. I got, the Palmer Double Crisp, Little Crispy, and I guess I got 2 of them here. They just have to be, I guess, in a purple and a green package there. So there are those. And then I picked up this one here. This is Palmer's Hippie. Milk chocolate flavored, so there is hollow milk chocolate. I got those just to have for whenever. The other thing is that there wasn't any mail as far as I know today, so it was an empty box. And then yesterday's mail was absolutely just quite astounding. It was a lot to take in. Yesterday was very, very busy for me. Right now I'm going through a box of stuff and putting it in a priority box for the lucky person on YouTube that might eventually get that. I haven't figured out if it's going to go priority or what else it is. I was going to do media mail, but unfortunately some of the things I was throwing in there was not going to be media mail. I want to talk about the Who picture here, Won't Get Fooled Again, because everybody, it seems like, on YouTube in the card community is getting fooled big time. You know, that whole shame on me or shame on you type thing, that George Bush screwed up that quote. People are just, shooting themselves in the foot numerous times again. I don't know why the Who was fooled again, how they got fooled the first time. Probably they bought some sort of PSA slab and found out that it went down in value. I have no idea. But this is connected to a secret project I'm working on. Over the weekend I spotted some crazy product that people were buying about a month or 2 ago. I think it originally came in a hobby box, and then some of the items were being parceled out into a blaster box. And you got 1 card per blaster, and you got 4 cards per hobby. The blasters were like $30+, and the hobbies were $260 or $270. And basically all you were getting was a piece of shredded garbage. They basically took an item, cut it in half, stuck it in their dinky little holder, and called it, $30+ worth of value. A lot of people were quite disappointed in what they were getting. They were not actually understanding what they were getting. They were not understanding. They said, okay, well, this item can't be worth that much, but they were not realizing that the item was being altered into a slab, and then if I was to take that out of the slab and try to send it to get PSA graded, they would come back that it was not the correct size. It does not meet the minimum requirements. So some company out there is basically taking everybody's money, and one guy bought 3 of these dumb blasters and got absolutely worthless garbage. Some people were absolutely excited at what they got, and I said, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up to the dreaded eBay, as a lot of people call it, and I'm going to see what I can get for that $32. Now, I did not spend $32. I don't think I even spent $20. One item was two items were $6, and I think that included the shipping. And another one was $12, so I spent $18. Just shy of $18 on 4 items. And 1 blaster box gives you only 1 item. Some of these were greatly undervalued, but they were right there. They were all buy it now. They were not auction. And I watched a really nice live stream. It was a recorded live stream from 8 or 9 months ago, and it was very informative and helpful. But these were all veteran collectors. They were not looking for the $1 and $2, $3, $4, $5 stuff like I was. They were, big, like multi-thousands of dollars, and everything was more or less had to be slabbed by PSA, even though they didn't particularly like the way they were slabbing some of these items. But it was a very informative, they had to talk about the National and all this type of stuff, But anyway, it was really informative, and I use every bit of knowledge to my advantage. If you use your knowledge trying to see how you can eke out the best deal on a blaster box, that's the wrong way of approaching it. So what else is going on here very quickly here? Here is my Who album right here, Who's Next. One of my favorite ones here. And I'm not 100% sure, but I believe I replaced the cover because the original one I had writing on it, and I couldn't tell if this was from a re-release or what it was. It's got the MCA records there. on the corner there. I believe this is my original one because I think mine said Django on it. I didn't buy this when it was new. I think it stamped Django, and I think there was a Django store at some point, and I think they might have, unless it's some sort of DJ something. I can't really read that very well. It's on right in the rainbow part of the label there. This is in what I consider pretty good condition. If this is the original one that I had, what happened is that there was a big skip in it. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to scrub the heck out of this record, and I picked it out of there, boom, and that skip is gone. I won't get fooled again, but I think originally I paid 50 cents for this and found the cover at a bin store or something like that, and I just combined the best two of them. There's all the stuff there. Baba O'Reilly is a good one. Bargain is a good one. Let's see, Getting in Tune. Let's see, Behind Blue Eyes. This is one of their best ones. I don't know what the value of this is now, but I'm happy to have that. That's, I think, my only Who record in my collection. So one of these days, my items will come in, and you will see what is going on with this project. I got to do a proper video on that. So no mail today, as far as I know, but I'll show you what I picked up here. I think I showed the Easter candy already. I found this in the free box, Arthur's Nose. That's what Arthur used to look like back in the day. You know PBS's Arthur? He looked like a real aardvark. Crazy. I'm still looking for, one that is autographed by Mark Brown. One time it was easy to do, but the only Mark Brown one that I purchased was a stamp. It was like a pre-printed stamp that got put in there. And then a lot of these have Mark Brown's kind of technical autograph in it, but it's actually part of the book. And sometimes people will to Billy or Jenny or something like that with that pre-printed autograph there. So you have to be very, very careful. I will look at this, decide whether I want to keep this or not. I think I've got this in hardback form, which is a little more valuable than this one here. I think they still make this. This is probably a recent copyright 1976. But I don't know which edition this is. This is a much later edition. That was in the free box. And then I just found this called Coco's Kitten. It's a Reading Rainbow book. I like vintage 1980s type stuff here, so I'll look at it, see if I want to keep it, and then just pass it on to the next person. So there is that one there. And I want to show you this here. This is a binder that I got, an old recipe book. And this is one of the best binders that I've ever spent money on, ever. It looks really old, from like the 70s or 80s, but it was very mint condition, clean. I don't know if there was anything in it, but the pages are gold. The pages are worth $1 million. I put all these railroad ticket stubs and little business cards and what have you in it. Just absolutely amazing, all these really cool things that are in here. There's some sort of 1937 California vehicle license registration thing there. It sticks out a little bit on this page, but they were different sizes of pages, and you could put all kinds of, and everything fits. It doesn't slip. The pages are mint condition. They're not gooey or sticky. There's some old sort of merit badge things. So it was just worth its weight in gold. And I would love to find more of these, or some of those pages, if I can research these pages and get different ones. So that is pretty neat. Then again, at that thrift store that I always like to donate out, this was still there in the free box, NFL's Newest Follies. So I'll watch that during lunchtime to see if I want to keep that, and then throw that at Comedy Central. Ooh. And then I got these two items here. These are in the 50-cent photograph box. This one just says Lucy's Son. It's just some guy that is folded his arms. I can't remember who he looks, not like William S. Hart, but there was some celebrities that kind of reminded me of him. But anyway, I'm going to erase Lucy's Son, and then I'm going to make it into a postcard for my collection there. And then I'm going to take this one here, which is also a postcard. It's got some sort of, mildew or something on it, some problems with it. But just some older people there, don't know who they are, if they're local or what. This one is Merry Christmas from John and Yvonne. And then it says something else. I can't read it there, but anyway, that's got all in pencil there, so I'm going to erase that, and I'm going to mail those off for my California project, and that'll be kind of fun. I've done that with a few people before, as long as they're 50 cents and they're, unidentifiable people, pretty much. So that's what I have for you today. I'm almost at the 10-minute mark. It is darn near time for lunch. Have my fabulous burritos, and I had to get one of these. I needed one of those big time. I like the zero ones. and I guess I got some chips there. I'm just going all out today. I may head off to the bin tonight depending on how busy I am today. But I'm just kind of crashing a little bit today because yesterday was so ridiculously busy for me. And that's what I have for you, and thank you for watching.